Hey Doodlebops, Lady Luna here, and I am building a house for a bunch of little punks. Well, they're not so little anymore. They're young adults. So I'm building a house for them that is fairly cheap. I want it to, it's a starter. And I want it to be like a house that a bunch of young kids would go to for their first house and rent out, because I wanted them to be um, out on their own for their first time trying to make their band start out. And of course, The Sims 4 does not have the band system like in The Sims 1. And of course, there is like less than freaking like there's only guitars, and I mean the DJ station, I guess, and like they have a grand piano. I need a keyboard. Okay, guys, Sims 4 keyboards and drum kits. Okay, this is it's maybe it's gonna. Okay, let's talk about the leak. The new stuff pack is going to be City Life. I think it might be Get to the City in English, but it was released with the Brazil it was released from the Brazil ratings board, where they go and they rate games, like to say if they're rated T or E or whatever. Yeah, so I'm hoping with that we will get our stuff like that. Oh, and by the way, this green tile I didn't even know existed. I'm in love with it. I'm probably gonna throw it into a bunch of different things. Um, I leave the I was gonna leave the floor on the bottom floor cement, because I wanted it to be like a little like maybe they converted a little office, but yeah. I end up making it the roughened floorboards from Spooky Stuff. But as I was saying, I'm super excited about it. I know a lot of people aren't, but I'm like, we are gonna get apartments. I just know we're gonna get apartments. We have to get apartments, I mean, right? Um, and it's gonna be great. I know it. I know it. I can't wait for it. I mean, I was watching people go up and talk about it on their channel, and they were talking about what a big letdown Get Together was, and I'm like, it was? And it's like, I still use it. I mean, if I play with this group, I'm still going to be using it to make their band. And okay, so the name of the band that I made for this, I put the Create-A-Sim up. The band is called Jolly Jane, and they are and it is Jolly Jane comes from the name of a serial killer from the Victorian era, a female serial killer named Jane Toppin, and she is also, like, I think I can't remember, but she also was a serial murderer that would go and murder people with like, she was a nurse, and she would murder people with like morphine and oh, what's that other one called? um Oh crap, I can't even think of it. Well, she would murder people with morphine and this other thing that was like, she would slowly inject them and wait for their heartbeats and stuff to come back up, and then she would basically she would just slowly murder them with morphine and this other drug that I can't think of the name of right now. But yeah, so I oh man, I lost my train of thought. So I named them after that because she was quoted as being one of the. She wanted to be the she wanted to be the first person to kill more people than any man or woman alive. And I mean, hashtag feminism. um and goals, right? I mean, she had a dream and she worked for it. um yeah, this is the bedroom area. There's only 3 beds for 4 people, but one of the people is actually a what's it called, uh, she is actually a dance machine, and dance machines get better sleep from napping, doing the disco nap, than from actually sleeping. And so I figured, yeah, like, let's do this. And so she sleeps on the couch. um yeah, and I used the unlocking cheat, the ignore gameplay, to get the couch. But here we're coming into the screenshots. There's not really a lot. So um it's a starter house, of course there's not going to be a lot. I threw in some instruments, and I think by the end of it you might only have $35 left if you're starting out with 4 Sims. So yeah, uh I used those signs and stuff to cover the windows, because it's like, young punks, sleep in. Need to block out the windows. But if you like this video, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, all those fun things, and, have a great day. And bye.